Dave Roberts now available. First question from Kirsten Watson. Go ahead, Kirsten.
Thanks, Juan. Hey, Dave. The Padres and the Dodgers, there's been a lot of talk about a rivalry that's been brewing between you guys. What do you have to say about today? And of course, just this season moving forward, going against this team so many times.
Yeah, I think that today it's good to get out there and play those guys, see some of their guys, but just more, mindful of our guys, Trevor getting through this game, our guys taking at bats. As we get close to the season, obviously we're going to see these guys a lot, and they're a very talented team. They've done a nice job. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun to compete against those guys all year. I know that fans are excited about it, and I'm sure our players are too.
Do you think that there is potential for this to be a rivalry similar to the Yankees-Red Sox?
I just think that that's a ways down the road. When you're talking about those type rivalries, that's more generational and it's just withstood the test of time. But right now, I think that there's more to a rivalry than just geography.
Thank you.
Yep.
Next question is from Juan Toribio. Go ahead.
Hey, Dave, what's the plan for Trevor tonight?
Trevor's going to go 3 innings.
And what about Gonsolin?
Gonsolin, I think he's going to go 2 innings today.
Okay, and with Brandon Morrow, when are you expecting to kind of get in the game?
Yeah, but that's going to be a ways down the road. I think that with Brandon, we just got to get him he's on a throwing program. So I think that as far as a spring training game, I don't see that happening. He's kind of on a slower program. We just want to keep him, just appreciating what he's gone through the last few years. I think that having him build up arm strength, throwing lives and bullpens, that right now for us is the goal throughout spring training.
Thanks, Dave.
Yep.
Next question from Mike DiGiovanna. Go ahead, Mike.
Hey, Dave, just wondering, looking at these lineups for both teams, is it fair to say you and Jace are trying to ease your way into this rivalry a bit?
Yeah, I don't know, as far as how those guys have been playing, but honestly, I kind of just mapped out the days of playing for the players, on, off type and staggering guys, and didn't really kind of look at the opponent. And I think it just kind of played out as such.
I don't know if it's a factor this early in camp, but later in camp, without the minor league games available, is it going to be tougher to hide some of your frontline starters against your division foes?
Yeah, I mean, if that's the case, if it stays as such, yeah, it'll be a little bit more difficult. Certainly, most teams like to keep their starting pitchers, especially if you're going to see them early in the regular season.
Thanks, Dave.
Yep.
Next question's from Bill Plunkett. Go ahead, Bill.
Yeah, Dave, following up on Morrow a bit, was that the expectation coming into spring? Did you?
Yeah, that was it. I think that with Brandon, just to think that he would be on a regular program, I think was not really realistic. So he's doing great. We've had open lines of communication, and he understands, the situation that would put him in the best spot to help us this year. And that's kind of what we decided on.
And that's kind of a product of all his downtime, not any new physical issue.
Nothing new, just kind of his downtime and where we're at. So the slow build up, getting peaking sometime, when the season starts, kind of makes the most sense for everyone.
Do you have a target date for David Price to get in a game?
I don't. I think it's as I look out with Julio and who else is that after Julio?
Clayton.
Yeah, Jimmy, and then so he'll be out there next week sometime. David, I expect him to make his Cactus League debut next week.
And how many innings today? Please say 5.
Yeah, I apologize, but it's going to be 7.
Okay, I'll take it. Thanks, Dave.
All right.
We have time for one more. Go ahead, Ron.
Yeah, Dave. I don't know if his ship has already sailed, but have we moved beyond Kibe Ruiz, or is there any update on him?
No, he's actually, I think he's in the state of Arizona now. And so now he's got to go through some intake testing. I know he's kept himself in really good shape. So, you know, getting him back to the facility after the intake testing, getting kind of his feet wet. So, you know, I really feel really comfortable at some point soon getting him into a game. So, you know, hopefully by the end of the next week, he'll be in a major league game.
Thanks, Dave. Thanks, everybody.